So here we go now. We're ready for the championship game. And in here to tell you about the play-by-play of the first part of the game, well, it's been our privilege to work with again the outstanding broadcaster of the Oakland A's, Mr. Monty Moore.
Thank you very much, Kurt, and hello once again, everybody. Wayne Garrett, leadoff batter for the Mets, has 5 hits in the series. He's been up 25 times, and Holtzman starts him off with a strike. You talk about electricity in the air. It is here today. It should be. It is the 7th game of the Classic of Baseball. There's the curve from Holtzman as he shows it early today. He misses with it. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Wayne Garrett, born in Brooksville, Florida. Curveball, he got him looking, strike through. Felix Millan, second baseman. 5 hits, 28 at-bats in the series. One of the toughest strikeouts in all of baseball. Takes a look at a Holtzman fastball strike.
Slight breeze out today, Monty, from home plate toward third, home plate toward second. Bit of a batter's win today.
Campaneris at short. To Darren Johnson, 2 down. Rusty has had a very fine World Series, 9 for 22.
Interested to see how they're playing him now. They're trying to get the attention out in center field. Jackson is from the A's dugout, and they finally move him into left center against Staub.
Curveball, and it's hit into left center. Jackson moving over. He's got it. 3 up, 3 down. After 1/2 inning of play at the Oakland Coliseum, the score, the Mets nothing, the A's coming to bat. Reggie Jackson said he thinks that John Matlack is a left-handed Tom Seaver. He thinks Matlack is just as fast as Seaver is. There's the curveball, and he got it in there on the inside corner at the knees. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Campaneris from Pueblo, Nuevo, Cuba. Lives now, however, in Walker, Missouri. Campaneris trying to converse with Marty Springstead, an American League umpire. He didn't like that last call, but it's there on the board, 0-2. Curved him again, and it's fouled away.
Wonder how Marty is with his Spanish.
He stayed right with a breaking ball on Campaneris, and Wayne Garrett throws him out. Two balls, 2 strikes. There's Reggie waiting, throwing the sunflower seeds in. Struck him out. Went to the outside part of the plate with that fastball, and Bendo didn't get around on it. There are 2 down, and here's Reggie Jackson.
Here'll be the key of the game, I think, how Jackson can handle left-handed pitching. And he's hit, the A's have gone in this series. But he's only hit right-handers. He hasn't done very much against left-handers. If they neutralize Jackson, that'll be a big key.
He's had a unique series. He's had 8 base hits, but they've been in bunches. He had 4 in one game and 3 in another. Of his 32 home runs this year, 12 were hit off left-hand pitching. Check swing roller. There's a big out. Garrett gets it, and he does. Jackson loses his swing. In the first, no runs or hits. A man left to score, 0-0. Liner to center field. Reggie Jackson dives. Has he got it? He has. 3 up, 3 down. Reggie Jackson.
Jackson with a whale of a day at the bat yesterday. Watch this catch. Hit hard on the line. He never gave up on it. Just kept on coming and catches it off the top of the ground. We're not having played center field all year. As we look at this play again, he made a whale of a catch. He played the shallow center field, too.
So the Mets don't score in the second inning, and it is still 0-0. Gene Tennis, last year's World Series hero with 4 home runs, takes a breaking ball down and in. It's 1-1.
This fella gets the walks. He's walked 10 times.
Last year, he tied a Babe Ruth home run record with a 4 home run. This year, he's tied a Babe Ruth walk record. strike called. In 6 games, he had, I believe, gotten more walks than Babe got, but in a 7-game World Series, he still has to get another one or two.
Back in 26, the Babe walked 11 times for the record.
Looks like he's going outside this time. Grody showed. Missed low with it. No count on Tennis. He led the A's in bases on balls this year with 101. Strike 3 call. Gene Tennis must have been looking for something inside again, and Matlack hit the outside corner with the fastball, his second strikeout.
Jerry Grody gets down about as low as any catcher you want to see him getting his target. Especially important with a pitcher like Matlack, who likes to throw the ball down low.
Strike called. It was Darren Johnson who sounded the alarm to the Oakland A's about Matlack. He told the players the day the Mets won that their most outstanding pitcher, he felt, was Matlack. Little high ball, 1-1. Really interesting to watch the grapevine work. Here's the on-deck batter for Oakland, Dick Green. A's players were not asking any questions about the Mets the last week or two of the season, and all of a sudden everybody wanted to know everything. Tough play for Garrett. He short hops it and throws him out. 3 up, 3 down. We've gone through 2 innings at the Coliseum, and it's 0-0. Innings going in which he's not allowed an earned run.
They're checking it here now, Monty. He has now a total of 23, 25 in the 3rd innings without an earned run. And only 1 earned run the last 42 innings.
Holtzman, who got a base hit his first game he pitched, swings in the first pitch and misses.
It's unbelievable.
It's just short of 5 games without giving up an earned run. Strike 2 call. He's a machine out there. What a beautiful sight you can see from our portable camera from right behind home plate, looking out at the clouds and the flags blowing here in this beautiful ballpark in Oakland. Holtzman pulled his double just by that third base bag before, and he got a slow curveball then on a no-ball 2-strike count and almost had another one.
Monty, many of the Mets pitchers give a lot of the credit for their success to their catcher, Jerry Grody. Very rarely do they have to shake off one of his signs. He thinks right along with them. He knows what they want to do, and he sets up behind the plate with gives a great target.
Holtzman, line drive to left field. He's going to have another extra base hit. The first hit of the day for Oakland, a double by the pitcher, Kenny Holtzman.
Corner. Third base umpire. Russ Getz making the call. Cleon Jones playing that corner, which can be tricky quite well. Last time he had a double, he had to slide in the second base earlier in that ball game and nearly hurt his knee.
And he's now a 1,000 hitter in this series. 2 doubles and 2 times up.
Well, the designated hitter couldn't have done any better for him than he's done. They're having to take some refuse off the field out in straightaway center. The groundskeepers are out there holding up the game right now. Bert Campaneris and Joe Rudy now will both have shots at knocking in Ken Holtzman. There's the commissioner of baseball in his box, and American League President Joe Cronin. And many believe that next Tuesday, Joe Cronin might become the chairman of the board of the American League and resign as president. And the American League might be looking for a new president. Fly ball to right field, hit pretty well.
who hit 2 homers in the playoffs also.
Well, he said before the game, pressure don't bother me. He said, I just love to play. Well, I've seen Campy hit a lot of home runs in his big league career. He hit 22 one year. There's Charlie Finley. Very happy man right now. His son, Charlie Jr., is usually right there with him, but he got called back to LaPorte, Indiana, where his wife, Doreen, is about to have a baby, and he went back there watching in the hospital there today.
Cavalier's got a hanging curveball. He was going to right field all the way, as so many days hitters have been. Look at Staub. In disgust, hitting the wall.
That wind is blowing out that way, too. That helped him.
Here's Joe Rudy now. There's another curveball hung up there. I definitely believe after it's over, Campaneris will just say, I was just trying to get a hit going to right field, but he got under it. There he is. The A's little road runner. Fantastic little player. Talking with Alan Lewis. Again, the curve, and it misses high and away. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
The last home run the A's hit was by Campaneris in the 3rd game of the playoffs with Baltimore in the 11th inning. And he comes through again.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. First 2 earned runs given up by Matlack in the World Series. He's thrown Rudy 3 straight curveballs, so throwing the curveball to Campaneris that got hit out didn't scare him off it. Goes to work following a home run, a double and a single.
Here comes Rube Walker now to confer with Matlack. Matlack has been down so well. That's Harry Parker now throwing for the Mets, the right-hander. All of a sudden he came up on him with those breaking balls. He had perfect control of it in the first 2 innings, and that fastball. He was above the waist with a couple, and he's gotten hurt by it.
Curve, it's a strike. Maybe it's a hunch. Charlie Finley changed and had them wear their whites in the playoffs against Baltimore, and it wasn't on a Sunday, and they won. So maybe he played the hunch today and took them out of the whites and put them in the green. Amazing how superstitious people are in this game. There's a long drive. Jackson has hit it all, and it is gone.
Breaking ball that hung up and in, and I guess he's just going to live and die with that breaking ball. It may be all over, I don't know.
That's quite a sight. Reggie Jackson hugging Dick Williams. Earlier in the year, they had word Jackson blasted his own manager, but as Reggie said, I get impulsive at times, but he's a real man. He's been a great manager for me. Now, ribbons are being thrown out in the field. Here's Yogi coming out.
You know, an odd twist of things, Kurt. It was that argument that Reggie Jackson had where he condemned some of the Oakland coaches and the Oakland manager, which really enticed Charlie Finley to give the coaches and the manager all extended contracts. And now here we are in the World Series, and Dick Williams has said that he is giving up those 2 years and is leaving the A's organization. And here comes Harry Parker in. There's a break in the action here in Oakland. He popped it up. Into center, Don Hahn looking for it. Harrelson pointing it out for him. He's got it all the way, and that retires the side. The A's score 4 runs on 4 hits. There's 1 left, and the score after 3 innings, 4-0 Oakland.
The scoreless 9th inning. There's a base hit by Campaneris. Leon Jones over, lets the ball get away. Campanera is coming into second. Holds at second base. Jones is down on the grass.
Jones lost his footing just as he approached the ball, and I don't know if he sprained his ankle, stepped in a chuck hole, a piece of turf gave way, but he's still down in left center field.
The A's have bounced back in these final 2 days. They have a 5-0 lead, a fly ball to right. Rusty Staub going back, nearly over his head, playing it halfway with Rudy returning to first. Ray Sadecki used to pitch across the bay with the San Francisco Giants. High fly, shallow center. Harrelson going out, calling for it. He's all over this park. 1 run, 2 hits. There was an error, 1 left at the end of 5. It's 5-0 Oakland. Ball 4, and Milner's on to start the 9th.
After John Milner's leadoff walk in the top of the 9th inning, the Mets managed 1 more run, but were unable to overcome the A's 3-run lead, losing 5-2, and giving Oakland its 2nd consecutive World Series title.